It began one day with God testing Abraham, calling him by name tenderly. Abraham responded immediately, showing readiness and faithfulness. God then instructed him to offer his beloved son Isaac. This task was to happen on a distant hill in Moriah. Abraham woke early, preparing for the journey ahead with deliberation and care. He loaded his donkey, took 2 young helpers, and his son. Together, they split wood for what was to be a burnt offering. Thus, they set off towards the specified place, following God's directive. On the 3rd day of their journey, Abraham saw the destination at afar. He then instructed his young men to remain with the donkey, declaring that he and Isaac would go further to worship and promise a return. Father and son continued alone, carrying wood. Along their path, Isaac, sensing the preparation but seeing no sacrifice, questioned Abraham. Abraham assured his son that God would provide the lamb. Their trust in divine provision bonded them as they walked. Eventually, they reached the intended spot and began to set the altar. With the wood arranged, the moment of truth dawned as Abraham bound his son. Isaac was laid upon the altar under his father's trembling hands. Abraham then reached for the knife, his resolve tested to its core. Above them, the skies held an awaiting silence. However, before Abraham could carry out the act, a heavenly voice halted him. The angel of the Lord addressed him with urgency twice. The command was clear: "Do not harm the boy, for your faith is known." Abraham, relieved, beheld a ram caught by its horns nearby. With the provided ram, Abraham made the offering, sparing his son Isaac. Recognizing the providence, he named the place, "The Lord Will Provide." A profound sense of relief and gratitude filled the air as the promise of blessings was renewed by the heavens. Isaac's life was spared and their faith affirmed. Further celestial promises flowed, confirming the infinite blessing upon Abraham's lineage. Stars and sand couldn't compare to the multitude forthcoming. Every foe would yield before his descendants, every nation inherit a blessing. The weight and reach of his obedience resonated with divine promise. Together, Abraham and Isaac returned to their waiting servants, leaving Moriah behind. Their journey back to Beersheba was quieter, filled with contemplative peace. Settling in Beersheba, the events of Moriah became a cornerstone of their legacy. It marked both a testing and a divine covenant reinforced. Meanwhile, news reached Abraham that his brother Nahor was also blessed with lineage. Milcah bore Nahor 8 sons, each name a whisper of new generations. Their names were Huz, Buz, Kemuel, Chesed, Hazo, Pildash, Jidlaph, and Bethuel. From Bethuel would come Rebekah, continuing the lineage's narrative. Rebekah would later play a pivotal role in the continuation of these storied lineages. As threads of destiny intertwined, the narrative of faith and promise carried forward. Through Abraham's experiences, we grasp the profound weight of trust and obedience. Each moment, each decision, woven into a larger tapestry of legacy.